Greetings everyone. Today we're going to discuss things you should never say when buying a home right now. Today I'm seeing more and more cameras or other recording devices in homes that I'm showing to my buyers. The most frequent being doorbell cameras and microphones. We all need to be aware that the seller of the home might hear you on the front porch, and they sometimes could even hear you as you're walking out to the car. Inside the home, you may find similar cameras, and don't forget the backyard and garage. In other words, just assume the seller can listen in on your comments about the house and your interest level. The best advice is to wait until you're away from the home before discussing your offer strategy, potential lending issues, and other offers you may have on the table. Here are 6 items that buyers often discuss with their agent while they are in the house. Number 1, let's offer $500,000 and then go up to $515,000 if we have to. Well, obviously, this lets the seller know your maximum price, and most likely the seller will counter back at that price. While sellers will like the fact that you can spend a lot more than you're offering, the natural reaction will be to get as much as they can for the house. Number 2, even though we have a loan approval letter from our lender, there are some issues with our loan, and we may not be able to get a loan this high. Well, the seller may be looking at multiple offers, and if they hear you say this, then they know that your loan approval is not solid. The seller may go with a lower offer than yours if that offer appears to be more solid. No seller wants to take their home off the market for 3 weeks only to have the buyer cancel due to finance. Number 3, the paint in this house is hideous. I hear this a lot. Many sellers will choose the buyer they feel most comfortable with. I've seen sellers pick lower offers because they like the buyer's attitude regarding their home. Many sellers want to find buyers who love their home the same way they do. Number 4, this is my dream home, I must have it. Well, the other side of the hideous paint job coin is letting the seller know that this is the only house for you. While the seller will love the fact that you love their home, it does reduce your negotiating room. Number 5, commenting on sellers' family pictures. Now, sometimes this is tempting, that this can only hurt you if you get into a bidding war. You can imagine the comments some buyers make when looking at family pictures on the wall. Number 6, the seller will never get this price. Well, this is insulting to the seller and may move the seller to try to prove you wrong. They may reject your offer to wait for a more reasonable buyer who sees the value in their home. I always counsel my buyers to assume that everything they say and do is recorded. I realize that this is a bit paranoid and a bit off-putting to many people, but it's a fact of life, especially in the last 3 or 4 years as recording devices have become very inexpensive. Try to keep the tour of the house totally professional. And of course, it's fine to ask your realtor to ask the listing agent questions about the house. So keep a list of comments and questions, and then let your realtor ask the listing agent about the items. When you make your offer, you can also mention that certain items were of concern to you and that your offer reflects those concerns, such as pet odors in the carpet, roof damage, water damage, etc. Well, thanks for watching. Be sure to watch my video on 5 tips for home inspections and 5 tips to getting a home loan. Thanks. See ya.